Hello and welcome to the Daily Coaching Lockdown Football Training Session. So today's session number 27, and today I have 4 key parts to the session for you. So first we're going to start off with a warm-up, then a ball movement exercise, then an accuracy exercise where we'll be focusing on our passing and our shooting techniques. Okay, and then we'll be finishing off with a fun cool-down challenge where we'll be focusing on developing a skill. Okay, now for our warm-up, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need a ball, you're going to need a space, and also you're going to need some post-it notes and a pen as well. Okay, and on these post-it notes you'll be putting the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Alright, so once you've got your space, once you've got your post-it notes and pen, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Right, for this warm-up, what you're going to do is you're going to set out your post-it notes, which will have different numbers on them like so, okay? So they're scattered around the space in which you're using. So I've put out 6, okay, on each of these post-it notes is either a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, and then randomly placed within my space, okay? Now what's going to happen is I'm going to start with my ball, okay? I'm going to start on the floor, and basically I'm just going to go around in number order. So first I'm going to go around to the post-it note which has number 1 on it, then number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Once I get it down to 6, I'll start again, okay? And then halfway through I might change it, and then go from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like so, alright? So start off at number 1, then I'm trying number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6. Then back round to the start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To start. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then now what I might do is I might change it up and go from 6 down to 1, go to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go down to 6 again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go to 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so going from number 1 all the way up to number 6, then number 6 all the way down to number 1 again, okay? Change it up as much as you want. Then what's going to happen, okay, is if somebody's with you, they can possibly shout out a number to go to, so I'm turning around. So I'll set up number 6, I'll go across to number 6, okay? Someone might possibly shout out number 1, trouble to number 1, someone might shout number 4, number 3, and so on, okay? So listening to the call in which is being shouted out and you reacting using both of your feet, different parts of the feet, okay, travelling, moving the ball to get over to that number, okay? So 3 different variations to do in that first part. Then the second part of this exercise, okay, is again a bit more technical based, but again we're thinking about different movements of the ball, still getting us nice and warm. So this time we're travelling around, okay, on the ball. Once we come up to another post next to a number on, it will obviously say a number, and this time we're really going to try and challenge ourselves and do that amount of kick-ups. Okay, so as an example, we're on number 1, on the floor. We're at number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on the floor. Around 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the floor. Back around 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 on the floor. Travel around. 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not quite. If you don't do it, keep on trying. You can't move on until you've done your 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, move on. 2. Right. 1, 2. On the floor, ball 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the floor. Traveling around again. Here we go, nice and easy one. 1, 4 on the floor. Travel around 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the floor. Going on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the floor. Finish at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Okay. So starting off with the first one, just travelling around and go obviously in number order 1 all the way up to 6. Okay. Get an understanding of where the numbers are, where they're placed, using different parts of the feet to do so. Then obviously working your way backwards, 6 down to 1. Then listening to somebody's random call, okay, so 4, can you get to 4 as quick as possible, 2 as quick as possible. Then adding the element of some ball juggling, okay, some touch control techniques. So travel around as much freedom as you want in terms of where you can go. I'll get around to 4. I have to do 4 keep uppies. I cannot move on until I've done those 4. So really try and test and challenge ourselves, okay? Younger age groups, you can possibly have bounces in between. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can possibly start with your hands. So once you get there, imagine I'm going 4. Stop, picking up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you'll put the ball back on the floor and carry on moving around. So a few different variations in which you can do there. Okay, good one for getting us moving the ball around, exploring, getting our heart rate nice and warm, or heart rate up and our body nice and warm. Okay, and then a nice fun creative element to it at the end where we get to have some kick-ups. Okay, and really try and test, challenge ourselves in that one. All right, cool. Really good warm-up, effective for our physical side, good psychologically as well, awareness, coordination, where we're traveling to, where to go to next, and then also good social element, okay, fun, creative opportunities in there. Give it a try, see how you get on. Cool, so that was the warm-up. So remember, some of the key points to take away from the warm-up is that was a really effective one, both physically and psychologically as well, okay? Physically, we was doing lots of movements with the ball, okay? We was understanding different ways to move with the ball, using our left foot, right foot, different parts of the feet, inside, outside, sole of the foot, laces, okay? And just really combining lots of movements to travel with that ball, taking that ball on a journey, keeping it under control, okay? Now, the psychological element came into it because obviously we had the numbers on the floor and we was thinking about where and when do we go next, okay? So we had an idea of we go to number 1, now we need to go to number 2, well, where's number 2, where's number 3, where's number 4, we're going backwards as well, 6, and then next where's number 5, where's number 4, where's number 3, okay, obviously reactions as well was quite important, again, key thing to have the ball under control, so when somebody shouted out a number, it was all about thinking, okay, well, where is that number which I need to travel to, so again, our awareness, our coordination, real key elements within that exercise, okay, but like I said, lots of repetition within that one, and then obviously as well, we even looked at the techniques part of it, okay, so trying to develop some kick-ups, when we went to a certain number and we had to try and perform a certain amount of kick-ups. So again, really effective warm-up, okay, physically and psychologically as well, but also adding in some real key technical core skills there of how to move the ball and also how to develop some ball juggling, touch control type elements too. Cool, now we're going to move into the next exercise, and for this one, it's ball movement, okay, and for this exercise what you're going to need is you're going to need a space, you're going to need a ball, and also you're going to need 10 different objects. Now first of all, you need 5 objects which can go on the floor, so I've got some cones, okay, and then also you're going to need a further 5 objects which you can balance on top, and I've got some toilet rolls. Okay, so my advice to you would be get some flat objects first of all which can go onto the floor, first 5, and then next 5 things that can actually balance, okay, so round objects or tall objects, something like that. So once you've got your space, once you've got your ball, and once you've got your 10 objects, we're ready to go. Cool, so in this ball movement exercise, what you're going to do, okay, is you're going to set out your first 5 objects like so it's creating a bit of a maze, okay? Then with your other 5 objects, I've got some toilet rolls and I've got another ball, okay? I'm just going to put them to the side for the moment, so I'm not going to use them straight away. Now with this first initial part of our ball movement exercise, all you're going to do, okay, is take lots of different touches, variation touches, inside, outside, sole of the feet, laces, left foot, right foot, try and move in and out of this maze as many times as you possibly can within 30 seconds doing it, okay? The ball on the floor, avoid the object. If you hit an object, okay, then start your points again. Obviously you can go as slowly as you want, so you can start off by travelling around, in and out, quite slowly, okay? Obviously if you become more confident, become more comfortable, moving in and out of your area, nice and quickly, okay? Try to avoid those objects. And again, just keeping track of hitting objects, start again, Again, if you need to reset your objects, don't worry if you do that. So I've got 4 so far, we start again. Go. Good. Oh, the objects start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh! And I've fitted object. Okay, so 14 is my highest score. I then try it again and see if I can beat that. Okay, see if I can get around some more. Cool. That's the first part. Second part. you go and get your other objects, and you put them on top, so they're balancing on top of your original 5 objects. 3, 4, ball as well. 5, super. So, as you can see now, I've got the same area laid out. Okay, but this time the difference is I've got some objects on top. Exactly the same game, okay, different parts of the feet, left foot, right foot, okay, travel in and out of the area, in and out of the maze, but avoiding making contact with the objects. If any of the objects fall off, so they're moving around, say for example, well, it's fallen off, put it back, on top, and I start my score again. Alright? 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, pick an object, put it back on top. Make sure it balances so you don't get cut short. Another one. Make sure it balances. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not good. Start again. Put it on top. And go. 1, 2, 3. So this time's going to be harder because you're not only trying to get all through the area, but also trying to avoid these objects. Go. 1. Whoa, 2 have fallen off there, 1 I'm going to make contact with. Okay, so really tough this time. And again, like I said, if you are finding it quite challenging, okay, just go slower. Okay, so really careful touches. 1. Touches. Oh, not careful enough. Okay, back in. Slower touches. 1, 2. Oh no, it's that middle one. That's going to be a tough one. That one right directly in the middle. Oh, it's it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, didn't count that. I want to keep going until I didn't touch that one. 4, 5. Oh, didn't touch that time. Okay, put them back on top. We have one more go. And this one will go quicker. 1, 2. Make sure it's balanced, otherwise I'll keep on that in. 3. Oh, hit it again. Cool. One more go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Whoa! Almost 5 there. Cool. So, 2 different variations. First one, no objects on top, okay? Just trying to avoid the original 5 objects on the floor. Different parts of the feet, left foot, right foot, okay? Second variation, items on top, okay? Really trying to make sure that they're balanced on the objects first of all, because like I said, otherwise you're not cheating yourself, but you're cutting yourself a little bit short, okay? If you're keeping falling off and you move around. But really making sure we're taking close, controlled movements with the ball, okay, and also being aware of our feet as well. As we're going through this area, we don't want it to be our foot accidentally knocks an object off, okay, so really making sure that we've controlled the ball and also controlled our movements. So a good fun one, start off slower, if you're finding it quite challenging, once you become more comfortable, more confident, pick up some of the speed, okay, different variations of movements. So a good fun one, okay, obviously make sure the objects aren't going to be damaged if they fall off when you make contact with them, okay, but good setup with 5. If you've got more objects, then obviously creates more of a challenge as well. Give it a try, see how you get on. Cool, so that was the ball movement exercise, and remember some of the key points take away from that is it was all about understanding how to move and travel with the ball, so using different parts of the feet, using both of our feet. But the second thing was to control the ball, okay, making sure that we had a real good close control of that ball to avoid us bumping into any of the objects, okay, or knocking off any of the objects as the game progressed. Alright, key thing is that we're using both of our feet because it's going to help us to be able to direct the ball around, okay, and that close control is going to be able to stop
or prevent the ball from actually bumping into something, and is also, again, like I said, going to be able to help us within our next movement, so when we change our direction or change the direction of the ball as well, okay? In that one, lots of repetition in and out of that area on multiple occasions, just really to try and understand and get comfortable with understanding how to move with that ball, okay, at quick speeds as well. So obviously as the game progressed, I said to you, can you try and go a little bit quicker? Okay, really important to try and develop those quick decisions, quick problem solving elements of the game as well. Okay, so lots of repetition, lots of opportunities to explore, but key things: traveling with the ball, so keeping the ball moving, and close control of that ball. Crucial. Okay, cool. Now we're going to move into our next exercise, which is the accuracy challenge. And for this one, you're going to need quite a few things. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need a ball, as always. You're then also going to need a flat surface, something which is raised off the ground. So I've got a box. Okay, and you're also going to need some objects to put on top of the box. You're going to need 6 objects. Okay, I've got a mixture of cones and also toilet rolls, but it needs to be things that can actually be knocked off of your raised flat surface. Okay, so things such as toilet rolls, cans, maybe even trainers. Try and avoid jackets, jumpers, because they're going to be really hard to be able to knock off. All right, so once you get your space, once you've got your ball, once you've got your 6 objects, and also once you've got your flat raised surface, we're ready to go. Cool, so in this accuracy challenge, what you're going to do is you're going to set out your area like this, so you have your raised flat surface directly in the middle of your space. Then on top of that surface, okay, you're going to have 6 different objects. I've got some toilet rolls and I've got some cones. If you don't have access to cones, my best bet would be having some toilet rolls, some cans, okay, or some trainers. T-shirts, jackets and jumpers are a bit harder to be able to knock off, so you want things that can actually be knocked off and obviously don't be damaged as well when you knock them off or be hit, okay? But yeah, like I said, you get your raised object, you put it in the middle area, okay, and then you put your 6 objects on top. Then what's going to happen is, starting the ball on the floor, I'm going to use a scooping or a chipping technique, okay, where I'm going to get my foot underneath that ball, because the important key thing here is, although I want to be accurate, I'm also trying to think about getting the ball up in the air, okay? It needs to be up in the air to be able to knock some of these objects off. So I'm thinking about how to get some height onto the ball, okay, by using that chipping, scooping technique. If you notice, my foot is facing in the direction of its targets, okay? The things I'm trying to knock off. What you'll do is you'll start 3, 4, 5 steps away from your objects, okay? Depending on how much space you have, and you can go for a minute, 30 seconds, see how many you can knock off. I'm going to go throughout and just try and knock all of them off, okay? Using my left foot, right foot, different techniques to be able to get the ball up. 3, 2, 1, go. I can go off from any side. 1, 2, there we go. 3 off. 4, I'm fully off, okay? You can't just move around on top. Another 1, 2 more left. Really for now. Accuracy, high technique. Far too high that time. Think about the amount of power as well you put onto these. Into the ball. Make sure to off last one. Really accurate this time. Getting up to the last one is quite challenging. Oh, not quite got that power. There we go. Okay, cool. I've cleared all my objects off. I set it back up. So first one, we're starting where we just put the ball on the floor. Remember, we're doing that scooping or that chipping technique just to be able to get the movement of the ball to travel up in the air, okay? Then what's going to happen, second challenge, progression, start with your hands, and you do a half volley. So I'm going to let it back once, and then knock them off. There we go, 4 off in the first go, okay? Keep going, bounce the ball. There we go, 1 more to go. Really tough, remember I said we're getting down to the last one. Really tough, you want to be super accurate. And really think about type of technique, which is going to help you knock this object off. Yes, there we go. Okay, nice and quick that one. Cool. Set it back up. Okay, with that one where you're doing a bounce, the key thing in that one is all about judging when that ball is coming down towards the ground, then bouncing back up off the ground. Okay, so when am I making contact with that ball? Okay, which part of the foot am I going to make contact with? I was predominantly using the front area of my foot, okay, so the laces area, and I was arching my foot towards, again, facing the direction of my object, okay, to help direct the movement of that ball. Take some power, speed and weight away from it, and divert that speed, power and weight towards my objects, okay, enough power to be able to knock them off. And then the final go, okay, is be creative. So if you have somebody else there with you, I'm going to use this flat surface just as an example. Okay, they can possibly pass through the ball. You can maybe take 1 or 2 touches. Then try and knock it off. Okay, it could be like I said, this is working on our accuracy. It could be passing or shooting this type of exercise. So it could be receiving the ball. Okay, think about a first touch. Try to see if we can make any of the objects come off. If not, then again we can be creative. We can start on the floor. Okay, you might possibly try some little tricks or skills. Okay, so I might try maybe a little recliner. Okay, possibly. Quite get me off there. You could possibly go for full volley as well. That's another option. Okay, so ball in your hand. Volley. Right. Again, see if I can get me. Right. Oh no, not again. One more time. If I put that one. There we go, 2 objects off, okay? So find one, be as creative as you want. It's a really fun exercise, this one, because there's no real limits to it. It's just exploring different ways to either get the ball up, off the ground, okay, be accurate towards where the ball's travelling to judge the movement and the bounce of the ball, to make contact with it. And then the final one, explore as much as you want. Be creative, find different ways to get the objects off. Obviously, if you have a bigger surface area within the initial objects of the box, okay, put more objects on, that's not a problem, okay, but making sure that again these objects can actually be knocked off, and otherwise it makes it really challenging for you and it can be quite tough, okay, but again, really fun, creative one, give it a try, put some challenges involved within it as well, some of the ones I mentioned, and see how you get on. Cool, so that was the accuracy challenge. Now remember, some of the key points to take away from that is that we was really trying to focus on our accuracy, but also developing our passing and our shooting techniques as well, okay? We was really trying to understand the technique of getting the ball up and off of the ground, okay? That was the first bit. So how do we actually get the ball up and off the ground? We spoke about using that front area of the foot, the laces, and really trying to dig deep behind the ball to be able to elevate that ball up and off of the ground, okay? And we also spoke about the direction in which our foot is facing it towards our target, towards our object, to be able to help us keep that movement of the ball in line with obviously the things that we were trying to get knocked off, okay? Then obviously as we progressed it on, we thought about the judgment of the bounce, okay, and how to take away weight, speed and power of the ball and distribute it back in the direction of where our objects are, okay? Again, that only comes with repetition and experience of actually doing that over and over again, okay? And then again, as we went on to the last bit, it was all about being creative, okay? Try and maybe different tricks out, different skills, also trying to do volleys, okay? Being as creative as possible with that one. But that one, really good one for obviously improving our accuracy, both in the passing element and also our shooting stages of the game as well. But key thing, fun. Okay, lots and lots of fun with that one, okay? You can be as creative as you want, have lots of opportunities and repetition at that. You can obviously potentially face off against somebody else if you have somebody else within your household, okay? Or maybe even doing it virtually as well. But that one, really good fun one to develop some core key skills of the game, okay? Techniques of passing and shooting as well. Cool, now we're going to go into our cooldown challenge, and this one we're going to be focusing on developing a skill, okay? Now this one, all you need is a space and a ball. So once you've got your space and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Right, so for this cooldown challenge, what you're going to do is you're going to need your space in your ball. So you're going to start in your space, you're going to put the ball, placing it on top of your foot, and just try and get the ball to stay on top of your foot, okay? So maintain balance, like this. Alright, so no real physical element to this exercise, this challenge. Okay, so we're going to be focusing on a skill today, just to be around the world, but we're going to break it down into a few different steps. But at the moment, placing the ball, just trying to keep balance, and you can try and see how long you can keep it there for, okay? And then again, if the ball starts to move, just slightly move your foot, your leg, to the movement in which the direction of the ball is travelling. Okay, you'll be doing it from your left and your right foot, so what you can do is a little challenge. How long can I keep my left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, then can I try and keep it longer on my right? Not less there. Okay, what you may find is that one side of your body is easier to keep balance of the ball than the other one. So good advice would be that before you start, make sure your feet and shoulders apart so you've got good balance to your body, okay? This time, okay, so on the right side, you've got less balance. Try again.
see.
There we go. Okay, so I have a longer balance in my right foot than in my left. Okay, but again, it's all about just making sure with the technique of this, you get the ball nice and comfortable so it's balanced. Okay, you're not having to float your foot around too much, right? That's the first part. And again, like I said, just maybe doing your left and your right, see how long you can do it for. Next step, okay, so we're moving up a step. Again, maintain balance. Okay, so get that ball balanced. And what's going to happen is you're going to flick your foot up so the ball goes up. Okay, and not the one I'm talking about. Get into that position first. Flip the foot up, so the ball goes up, and you're going to spin your leg around just so that your foot here, where you've been balancing the ball, can make contact with the ball again. Okay, so that's how we're going to break this move down. So you balance, you're going to pick it up, and just get a touch on it. Okay, not too bothered at the moment about if the ball goes away, okay, or if you can't gain control of it again. At the moment, you're just trying to get a touch with that front part of the foot as well. Okay, so again, maintain balance. And flick up, go around, there we go, touch on it, brilliant, try it again, maintain balance, flick up, get a touch on it, super, right, might shut my right, but don't know if I'm going to be successful. Touch challenge, just trying to maintain balance. Maintain balance, oh, right, then go in the other direction, maintain balance. And again, this is the good thing about this cooldown challenge, is that there's no pressure on, just us trying to understand and become how to do the technique and how to become comfortable at performing it. Alright, so again, keep trialing and erroring that one, okay? But the second stage is, like I say, maintaining balance of the ball first of all, then actually performing the movement, alright? And the third one is going to be more of a generic round the world. So you start with the ball on the floor, okay? Start by doing a kick up, nice steady routine rhythm going. Then when you're comfortable, the ball is under control, okay? So once you've got a nice rhythm going, then you're going to go, rhythm going first of all. So that's the thing, with this one, don't rush it, just get the rhythm going first of all, with the balance, okay? Just make sure it's balanced with this one, rhythm, then awesome. Oh, got a touch on it again, break it down, okay? At the moment, my main focus is just getting a touch on the ball, okay? Practicing and developing, actually getting the rhythm and the routine going, and getting the most relevant touches on the ball. Oh, almost, okay? And then basically, once you're comfortable and confident doing this, okay, you can either do it in two ways. The way I'm doing at the moment, so kick up, oh, almost, okay? Try one more time. Oh, there we go, got a touch on it, okay? Or, you can get the ball on the balance, so on the floor. There we go. Whoa, there we go. That's a good one to end off on. Right, so a few different ways of breaking it down. First of all, just maintaining balance actually with the ball on top of your foot. Then building it up to looking to try and see if we can do it on both our left and our right foot. See how long we can keep it going for. Okay. Then building up to try and see if we can get that foot to go around the ball. Okay, that round the world movement. Just making a contact with the ball. Right. And build up to the final stage, I've done to 10. We can do it in two ways. Either number one, little kick ups, okay, little touches of the ball. So kick up, kick up, kick up, kick up, kick up, kick up. Also trying to see if you can get your foot around the ball, or kick ups and then get into balance, and then try and see if you can get your foot around the ball afterwards, alright? But with this one, like I said, no physical activity, lots of opportunities to practice, repetition, okay, and just become comfortable, confident in using the part of what we need to do to perform this technique, this skill, okay, and just trying to repeat it over and over again to become more comfortable and confident actually performing it, alright? Give it a try, 3 or 4 different steps there, nice way to break it down, build it up, okay, and see how you get on. Give it a try, and see how you get on. Cool, so that's the end of session 27. So just very quickly to recap on some of today's key points. Okay, so today's session had a whole host of different areas we were covering off. So we looked at some techniques, okay, understanding how to actually travel and move with the ball using both of our feet, left foot, right foot, combination of the two together, inside, outside, sole of the foot, laces. Okay, we also thought about the technique of how do we actually get the ball up and off of the ground. How do we use the technique of judging the bounce of a ball, okay, and when to actually strike it, when to make a connection with the ball. How much power, speed and weight do we actually need to take away from the ball, the speed at which it's travelling, the weight at which it's coming down at, and also the power that's behind that speed of the ball, and actually distribute it into a new direction, okay? Which part of the foot's going to be able to help me to do that and effectively be able to perform that, that movement as well, okay? And then obviously as well, there was elements of fun. So obviously when we went on to the accuracy challenge, it was all about thinking about how do we become accurate, how many items can we knock off, how creative can it be in doing so, and then obviously this element of skill, okay? When we also went into our cooldown challenge, it was can we try and develop and perform a skill, and that one's going to be really tough, okay? And obviously as you saw, I struggled doing that one a little bit as well, but again, the key thing there is repetition. Within today's a lot of fun exercises and technique exercises. It's all about repetition, just becoming comfortable and confident in actually executing these movements, okay, and understanding how to do them. Right, real key things. But anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, interact with the video. Let us know how you got on with the skills, the fun element, the creativity side of things, okay? Let us know the feedback which you had for the sessions. As always, please make sure you let us know any type of sessions in which you want to see coming up, and we'll make sure we'll try and get them in, okay? But good luck, be as creative as possible. I look forward to seeing how you get on with them, and I also look forward to seeing you at the next session. Take care, and I'll see you soon.